Hi, I'm Carey, editor-in-chief of Everyday Food. I'm going to show you one of my favorite dinners to make. It's going to be a delicious salad and chicken tenders wrapped in bacon. In the test kitchen, we always joke that 3 of our favorite food groups are ice cream, potato chips, and bacon, so I'm using one of my favorites in this dish. So the first thing that I want to do is make my salad. I love romaine lettuce. Do you like romaine? It's nice and crunchy. If you want to, you can buy the bag. It definitely saves time, but I don't really mind washing lettuce. I mean, it's a little bit hard to get really dry, and really, really dry is really, really important. But you know, don't you think you should wash the bags anyway? I kind of feel like you should. My son loves red pepper. I hate red peppers. I don't like any peppers. They have a joke in the kitchen where they're like afraid to have me taste things because if it has peppers, they think I'm not gonna like it, which is kind of true. But I try to be objective. But you know what? They're super good for you. Really high in vitamin C, so try not to hate them like I do. Don't you love these peelers? So great. They fit right in your hand. Sometimes I like to grate these, but I'm just gonna slice them up, and that's it. I mean, that's actually plenty for a salad. Wash your lettuce. Shouldn't take more than 1 rinsing. Just swish it around a little bit. This is the most important thing that you will do with your salad. Get it really dry. I cannot stress this enough. My kids do like creamy dressing, but for most salads, I just make a really simple vinaigrette. A little bit of mustard, lemon juice, add enough oil that it looks like it's about 3 times more salt, pepper, and then shake. Creamy, delightful. So because I'm working with chicken, I'm going to use a plastic board that I can put into the dishwasher. These chicken tenders are pre-chicken tendered for me, which is nice and easy. So then just lay a piece of sage right over the top. And really, if you don't like sage, go ahead and don't use it. Now for the favorite food group part, the bacon. So just wrap your chicken, which is so low in fat and fantastic, in bacon. So you are adding fat. But if you're cooking your chicken, you're gonna have to cook it in some kind of fat anyway. So this is replacing most of the fat that you would actually cook your chicken in, because we're only gonna use about a half a teaspoon to cook them in. After you touch chicken, you should definitely wash your hands. Quench your thirst, then cook your chicken. Heat your pan and add a tiny, tiny bit of oil. Half a teaspoon. This is just to start it off. If you let your pan heat up a little bit before you add the oil, it'll spread around much more easily. And then you can add your chicken. Sage side down. You don't want it too hot because you want the fat from the bacon to render out and for it to get nice and crispy. And you'll notice that I'm not putting salt or pepper on these. That's because the bacon is already seasoned, so you don't even have to. If you try to move them around, they'll stick and tear, but if you let them sit in there for 6 minutes, they'll be able to turn over really nicely with a beautiful brown crust. Take a look. You see how the edges of the chicken are turning white? That means that the chicken is really starting to cook through. The second side won't take that long. So now that these are turned over and they have about 5 minutes left, it would be the time to dress your salad because you're gonna be eating so soon. Start with just a tiny bit. And in fact, if you're nervous, you can spoon it out and do it by the tablespoon. If you're gonna add your peppers, you can add them now. I'm gonna keep them separate. Chicken should be done. When you press on them, they should feel firm. If it feels like this, then it's rare and not done. But if it feels like this, then it's done. Drain them on some paper towels, just like you would with bacon, because it is bacon. Voila. 1 plate for Hayden, 1 plate for me. This really could not be easier. I'm not kidding. I know people say that all the time, but I really mean it. Please try this tonight.